Morning, Loris. You like your freedom?
I love my freedom. Thank you, sir.
Do you like to travel?
Travel.
You know, see the continents, the mountains, the stars.
We're not allowed to see the stars.
Oh, right. How could I forget? But I guess you do get to see them when you visit Raina. How is she, by the way?
I don't know. Sir, she's fine, I suppose.
Does she talk much about me?
Sir?
You know, she's a great joke teller. She told me a joke once. She said, "What do you call an angel without any power?" Human. But you know, she is a good friend to have. In case you need a favor or forgiveness.
No, wait a minute, sir. I'm not the only one who talks to her.
Right. How's your friend? What is his name again?
Caden.
Yes. Caden. Any success with Caden?
Not yet.
You two are close, right?
Yes.
Do you still chit-chat?
Sometimes, sir, he is my brother.
How nice. Your parents must be very proud. Everybody likes Caden.
Yes.
Does that bother you?
No.
It doesn't bother you that Caden is liked more than you?
I don't care about that stuff.
You know, he's very amusing. Caden. You should have seen him during the deluge. Such a master at keeping the boat from sinking. But you didn't see that, did you? What did you see, Loris? Why, there's no record of you being on the ship. In fact, there's no record of you being anywhere.
I was in Raina's office. I was giving my interview.
I thought you gave your interview with Caden.
I do, but he had...
But he was here. Caden was here when it started.
And he was here until it was over. But you did not show up until it was safe.
I was told not to go.
By whom?
Raina,
And you obeyed her orders?
So what was I supposed to do?
How was the canyon? Did you hear what you were listening for? Lars, did you think that the administration would let you hear the song?
That's not why I was there. I swear I was just curious.
You want them to take you back?
No, I wouldn't even want to be taken by them.
Caden was there, wasn't he? That's so strange, Lars. I could have sworn that I saw you take him down at the Battle of Fire Mountain. It's a brutal hit, too, just out of nowhere. Here comes Caden. Here comes Lars. He didn't even see it coming. And then, you two are gone. Next thing I hear, you're at the Valley of the Song. Tell me, how did both of you end up there?
What the hell?
Help? Why? Do you want them to take you back, Lars? Have you forgotten that you have killed humans?
That's not true.
Maybe not directly. But you have puppeted the savages to do your bidding. You even watched as they molested their children. That's definitely something that I could not do.
Sir, I have never hurt a child.
Have you told Caden what you've done?
No,
What have you told him?
nothing. Sir, I have been loyal to...
You have been loyal?
You have been loyal.
He has been loyal. We were on the verge of launching the most potent weapon ever created when the world is suddenly buried in water. And you are conveniently in Raina's room, as if you knew it was coming. Then the world gets repopulated, and we build the tower with the savages, and days before it goes operational, it is struck by lightning, Caden's favorite mode of transport.
And then during the biggest battle since the expulsion, you disappear during the worst of it to deliver your friend to the Valley of the Song. And you try to hear the song for yourself.
I've told them nothing.
So what are you getting out of all of this?
One gift we have not been given. Secret. The creation. Angels deserve every power humanity's been given. Strength and...
Strength? But they're weaker than you. They can't do what you can do. Unless you're equipping them. That's what you're building.
We lost because we were outnumbered. Next time, we won't be.
Do you know what we do to traitors? You're the only one still fraternizing with the enemy,
I'm
Lars.
fraternizing. I would never betray our family.
And what were you doing at the canyon?
Sir, I was spying. I was spying on her.
You were spying. And what did you discover, Lars?
Sir, administration is sending an operative.
We know that already.
I will tell you why! You knew that we were busy fighting the king, so you took the opportunity to meet with the opposition to see if they would take you back.
No.
Do you enjoy your freedom, Lars?
Yes, sir.
You think, because we are bound to this rock, that we cannot banish you?
I was searching for information. I heard that the rules were about to change. I heard that an operative was being sent. They're creating loopholes for the humans. They're changing the game, sir. They're changing the game. Sir, please wait. Wait. I'll do anything. Don't pronounce your sentence on me, please. Please. Please, I'll do anything.
Will you pose as a dead person? When one of them has died, will you appear as the deceased and console them?
I've never liked the tactic you're lying to
We're
them.
well aware of your feelings on this matter, Lars. But you are in no position to negotiate. Do you enjoy your freedom, Lars?
Yes. I'll do it.
You know, and for the record, we're not lying to anyone. We will figure out the power of creation, and we will raise the dead. We're just letting them know that life is going on, just in a different form. It's a temporary fix. We're giving them hope, Lars. Do you understand what's really going on here?
Yes.
I don't think you do. Since day one, you have underestimated what the savages are capable of. You see them as frail and capricious, which on the surface they are. But it is because they have lost their light. They are hollow inside. And that is why we can possess them. But that also means that they can be possessed by the administration. And if that happens, a single one of them can wipe out an entire legion. They are the most powerful weapon ever devised. Do you repent your sins, Lars? I'm demoting you. You're a sergeant now. You're lucky that we accept you as you are. But you will have to prove your allegiance to us. You will neutralize the operative.